boys, guess over in the top of the table, over in the Bundesliga 2, of course, 3 points separate first from third. Of course, the 2 automatic spots still wide open, but who's going to take advantage this coming weekend? We're going to take a look at it. All of it next. Match number 31 over in the Zweite Bundesliga, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you know where you've been, smash your subscribe to keep bang up to date. All things Bundesliga 2 related, Baba Rose related, world football related. We're going on here, boys. Under one Ruski, that's right. Of course, Schalke lead the charge at the moment. Of course, 3 points clear of the third place St. Pauli, and sandwiched in between those two is, of course, Werder, Bremen. The 2 big boys could get themselves back at the first time of asking, but of course, still got a few more games left to decide this coming season. We'll take a look at the next one right here, right now. And of course, before then, make sure you smash your subscribe, smash the thumbs up, and a big shout out to my VIPs. They're the Patreons, guys. So here we go. Let's recap the results, of course, that bring us bang up to date. And here they come. Werder Bremen could only muster a draw against Nürnberg, 1-1 in the end. Hamburger SV picked up a 3-0 of a Karlsruher. Of course, Hamburg in potential race for that playoff spot still. A little bit of drift at the moment, but of course could make a push if they keep going as well. Meanwhile, Darmstadt 5-2 loss to Schalke, big win for them. Of course, Heidenheim with a 2-0 loss against Erzgebirge Aue. Hannover 96 0, Düsseldorf 0 as well. Sandhausen with a 1-1 draw against St. Pauli, denting their hopes there. Dynamo Dresden with a 0-0 draw against Holstein Kiel. Rostock with, of course, a draw against Jahn, Regensburg and Ingolstadt. Did lose to Paderborn as well. Paderborn, of course, up into 8th. Again, looks like a bridge too far for them. For the time being, it's, of course, the state of play at the moment. Of course, let's take a look at the table. Here it is in all its colourful glory. Of course, Schalke, of course, 2 points clear of Werder Bremen. They look good right now. Of course, 5 wins on the spin for them, looking, of course, increasing their chances to bounce back at the first attempt. Werder Bremen, though, of course, just 1 win and 5, though, drawing too many games at the moment, which, of course, could open up the chances for the likes of St. Pauli or Darmstadt even, within striking distance of getting back into the top 2, of course. Down the foot of the table, although Ingolstadt look toast as the Erzgebirge Aue. Dresden, of course, playing it a bit dicey at the moment, of course, in that playoff encounter spot. So a lot to still to be decided over in the Bundesliga side, but of course, let's take a look at how you guys are doing over in your prediction league. So here we go. James FC are great with 6 points there. Well done to you, do. Of course, kicking ass and taking names, and well done to the chasing pack as well. But what about the mini leaderboard then? Of course, for the start of January onwards, well, it's looking like this for the time being. It's Shepherd, 54 points at the moment. Of course, kicking ass and taking names with James FC not too far away either. That's, of course, the mini leaderboard. The master leaderboard is bubbling behind the scenes. Of course, we'll take a look at that, of course, in about a week or so's time, when of course we bring you bang up to date with everything else going on and who is the predictor of the month for April. If you want to get involved right here. /Bundesliga 2. It is free. Get your name in the lights, a bit of banter, of course, and maybe even make a name for yourself as the prediction king, of course, for the Bundesliga 2. So these are the games, of course, that we're looking forward to, and we're kicking on off with a zinger chicken dinner. It is, of course, the top 2 duking it out, of course, at Schalke up against Werder Bremen, coming at you on Samstag, April the 23rd. Of course, played 63 times since 1992, 26 wins for Schalke, 23 wins for Bremen, and we've got 14 draws, of course. Schalke, they're winning 5 of the bouts, 83% form up against the Bremen side, just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form for them. However, just 1 win in 5, drawing 3 on the spin in all competitions and all venues. Meanwhile, last round though, over in Schalke, it was a 3-1 win for Bremen back in, of course, September 2020. Of course, in fact, the home side hasn't won this game since Bremen beat Schalke back in, of course, March 2019 in the Bundesliga. Meanwhile, of course, Bremen with a draw against Nürnberg last round. Schalke with a 5-2 win over Darmstadt last round. The odds for this one, of course, we have Schalke 31-20 for the victory, 7-4 is your Werder Bremen, 23-10 is your draw right here. Tight, airtight, going to go with a 2-2 draw, which of course could open up the chances for the likes of third place St. Pauli and the chasing pack of Regensburg up against Hamburger SV coming at you this coming weekend as well. Let's take a look at it coming at you on, of course, Saturday, April the 23rd as well. Now, these two sides have played 7 times, 2018, 2 is for Regensburg, 3 for Hamburg, and 2 draws as well. Just 1 win and 6 though for Regensburg right now, 50% form over the last 6. Of course, 1 defeat also in the last 6. Meanwhile, up against Hamburg, 2 wins the last 3 games, 42% form for them heading into this. Last time around, though, in Regensburg, it was a 1-1 draw back in April 2021, around about this time last season. The reverse fixture, of course, in Hamburg was a 4-1 win for Hamburg way back, and of course, match number 14. The away side hasn't won this game since Regensburg beat Hamburg back in 2018. It's been a while, guys. Meanwhile, Hamburg with a 3-1 win over Karlsruher last time, Regensburg with 3 draws on the spin, and of course, haven't won since they beat Paderborn way back, of course, on March 20th. Of course, Regensburg, the odds for this one, then we had 10-3 for the victory, 2017 on as your Hamburg, 13-5 is your draw. Hamburg are strong to win this one, but I'm going with Regensburg at home here. 1 win for them against the bookies' odds for me on this one. St. Pauli, of course, coming at you up against Darmstadt. Another zinger chicken chicken dinner right here, right now. Of course, played for the 11 times 2014, 2 wins for St. Pauli, 8 for Darmstadt, and 1 draw. Of course, just 1 win in the last 5 for St. Pauli, 58% form. Up against Darmstadt side, just 1 win in 5, also 42% form over the last 6. 3 defeats the past 4 games for Darmstadt, looking very, very grim right now. St. Pauli, they're picking up a 3-2 win last round in St. Pauli back in February 2021. The reverse fixture, of course, 4-0 win for Darmstadt back in, of course, November as well. Darmstadt with a 5-2 loss against Schalke last time around. St. Pauli with a draw against Sandhausen last time around. I do believe, yes, it is. It's third up against fourth here. Zinger, chicken dinner, of course. Then the odds for this one, 64 is your St. Pauli, 7-4 is your Darmstadt, and 12-5 is your draw. If we're going to draw here, really, we want to see one of these two sides win. I'm going to go with a shocker 2-1 win there for St. Pauli, taking the 3 points and probably boosting their chances, denting Darmstadt in the process. Holstein Kiel up against Heidenheim in the battle of the H's. That's right, coming at you on, not the ages, but the battle of the H's, of course. Played each other 14 times 2009, 4 wins for Holstein Kiel, 7 wins for Heidenheim, and 3 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat past 4 for Kiel right now. Of course, that's 42% form over the last 6. Up against the Heidenheim side, just 1 and 4 for them, 32% form heading into this. Last time they're over in Heidenheim, scrapped that in Holstein Kiel. It was a 2-2 draw back in, of course, November 2020. The reverse fixture, of course, 2-1 win for Heidenheim back in, of course, November 2021. Holstein Kiel with a 0-0 draw against Dresden last time around. Of course, back-to-back clean sheets for them. Up against the Heidenheim side, of course, we haven't scored in back-to-back games themselves. Looking at this one then, shall we? We have 11-8 is your Holstein Kiel, 11-5 is your draw, 20-10 is, of course, your away win here. Going to go with a 1-1 draw here, point split right down the middle. I think no one's going to be happy with that, are they? Meanwhile, Paderborn taking on, of course, Hannover 96 coming at you on the Sonntag, April the 24th. Now, these two sides, I played 10 times 2008, 4 was for Paderborn, 3 for Hannover, and 3 draws. Of course, just 1 defeat past 6 for Paderborn right now, 67% form. Up against the Hannover side, just what we're looking at, unbeaten last 3, 33% form heading into this game. Last time around, of course, in Paderborn was a 1 win for Paderborn back in, of course, October 2020. Meanwhile, the reverse fixture, of course, in Hannover was a 0-0 draw back in, of course, November 2021. Over the last 5 encounters, including friendlies, Paderborn unbeaten against Hannover heading into this. Meanwhile, Hannover was a 0-0 draw against Düsseldorf last time around. Paderborn with a 1 win over Ingolstadt last time around. The odds for this one, we have Paderborn 65 with the Reggie 9-4 is your Hannover, 23-10 is your draw. I'm going to go with a cheeky 1 win for Paderborn here, 1 win for them at home to keep the season alive, only just. But of course, I think they're a bit too far adrift to make a push for the 3rd spot on this one. Nürnberg up against Sandhausen, of course, coming at you on Sonntag as well. Now, these two sides have played each other 14 times in 2013. 9 was Nürnberg, 5 was Sandhausen, and 0 draws. Just 1 defeat though in the past 6 for Nürnberg right now, 58% form. Up against the Sandhausen side, also 1 defeat to past 6, 58% form heading into this. Last time around though in Nürnberg is 1 win for Nürnberg back in September 2020. The reverse fixture in Sandhausen was a 2-1 win for Nürnberg back in November. Sandhausen with a draw against St. Pauli last time around. Nürnberg with a draw against Werder Bremen last time around heading into this. Of course, the odds for this, we have 5-4 on is your Nürnberg, 11-4 is your draw, and 10-3 is your away win. That's Sandhausen for me. I'm going to go with a cheeky 2 win for Nürnberg at home, of course, big win for them, and they're still in the mix for, of course, making a push for that 3rd spot, and of course, which could be the sneaky backdoor into the Bundesliga once again. Düsseldorf taking on, of course, Dresden, coming at you on Freitag, April the 22nd. Now, these two sides have played 15 times, 2006, 4 wins to Düsseldorf, 5 wins to Dresden, and 6 draws, of course. Düsseldorf unbeaten, though, in the last 6 games, 67% form. Of course, drawing 4 of the last 6, though, up against the Dresden side, just 1 win 6, 42% form for them heading into this match. Last time around, though, in Düsseldorf, it was a 3-1 win for Dresden back in, of course, November 2017. The reverse fixture in Dresden was a 1-0 for Dresden back in, of course, November 2021. Dresden, though, picking up a 0 draw against Holstein Kiel last round, of course, and Düsseldorf with a 0-0 draw against Hannover. Back-to-back clean sheets, though, for Düsseldorf heading into this match. The odds, though, for this one, 10-7 on is your Düsseldorf, 13-5 is your draw, and 7-2 is your Dresden on this one. Back, of course, Düsseldorf here. Going to go with a 2-1 win for them, but goals got plenty in there. Three goals galore for this match on this one. Erzgebirge Aue taking on, of course, Hansa Rostock, coming at you on Sonntag as well, coming at you on April the 24th. Now, these two sides have played each other 10 times in 2005, 7 wins to Erzgebirge Aue, 2 for Rostock, and we got 1 draw at the moment. Erzgebirge Aue, just 1 win and 5 for them, 33% form. Up against the Rostock side, just 1 defeat past 6, 75% form for them, and they're looking pretty good for the time being at the moment. Meanwhile, last time over in Erzgebirge Aue, it was a 0-0 draw. That was, of course, professional match, of course, a competitive game. It was a 0-0 draw back in, of course, September 2015 in the Dritte Bundesliga. The reverse fixture, of course, in the Zweite Bundesliga, 2-1 win for Erzgebirge Aue in Rostock back in, of course, November 2021. Rostock, though, picked up a draw against Regensburg last time around, and, of course, Erzgebirge Aue with a 2-0 win over Heidenheim last time around. Of course, the odds for this one, we have 21-10 is your Erzgebirge Aue, 11-8 is your Rostock, 11-5 is your draw. I'm going to go with a cheeky draw here, 1-1 in the end, point split right in the middle. I think Rostock will be the happier out of the two sides. And then wrap it up, we have Karlsruher up against Ingolstadt, coming at you also on Freitag, April the 22nd. Now, these two sides have played each other 14 times, 2009, 4 wins for Karlsruher, 7 wins for Ingolstadt, and 3 draws, of course. Ingolstadt are coming at just 1 defeat past 4 for them, 42% form. Up against the Karlsruhe side, just 1 defeat past 6, 58% form for them heading into this game. Last time around, though, in competitive action in Karlsruhe was a 1-0 win for Ingolstadt back in, of course, September 2014. The reverse fixture in Ingolstadt back in November, match number 14 was a draw way back when, 1-1 it was. Karlsruhe, though, with a 3-0 loss against Hamburg last time around. Ingolstadt with a 1-0 loss against Paderborn last time around. The also for this one, then, shall we have Karlsruhe 2017 on for the victory, 13-5 is short, and 3-1 is your away win. That's that's Ingolstadt. Going to go with a cheeky 1-0 win for Karlsruher on this one. Not many goals here, of course. 1-0 win in the end for Karlsruher, take 3 points, and of course move the chains as well. If you want to get involved, cut your Fortuna Bundesliga squad, get in there, free to enter, get your name in lights, and maybe you could be told next weekend. But until then, guys, that's it. Smash your thumbs up, please. It does wonders for the old algorithm. Smash your subscribe. Check the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, also Patreon. But until then, boys, we're done right now.